Holy crap, I'm almost done with my voice, man. I don't want to talk anymore. um, so this one is gonna be the AP tour. It was on November 7th, and let me see, I'm trying to think here. It was on November 7th. It was in Seattle, and Mayday Parade, as it is, Real Friends, This Wildlife, yeah. And right beforehand, well, we almost didn't make it to the VIP, so I started like going into anxiety mode and crying. Then we get in there, and I'm like freezing my ass off. I'm cold, I'm all wet because it was raining. And like we get in there, get to meeting them, and they're all kind of like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm really, I'm good. I could be better though. I'm freezing my ass off and I'm all wet. And they were like, well, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no, you don't have to be. It's Washington. I should be used to this by now. And they were just like, okay. Well, then I mostly was just talking to Derek, and I forget whoever was standing next to him. I think it was Jake. I don't remember. It's hard to remember who I was talking to, but he was like, well, I hope you feel better soon. And I'm like, well, I'll be fine. Just let's pray I don't get a cold or something from being outside for that long. And I go, but you know what? It was worth it. It's my first time meeting you after so many years of trying. And he's like, have you at least seen us before? And I go, yeah, plenty of times. I've just never met you. And he was just like, oh, well, how long have you been listening to us? You sound like you've been trying for a while. And I go, well, I've only been really trying to meet you probably for 3 years, but I've been listening to you guys for at least 8, I think. I'm like, I don't remember, but I know it's at least that. He's like, yeah, we don't have that many old fans, so I appreciate it. And I go, yeah. And we just kind of babbled on and on about it. And then we were, at one point, the security's like, okay, we gotta go, come on. Well, we go, get our spot. And like, I had been sick and everything, and I still kind of was. And so I go, and we're watching the show. As It Is comes on, and they do great, as always. And then This Wildlife came on, and like, I don't know who I thought they were, like, but I didn't picture like an acoustic sound to come out, I guess. But they did amazing. And then Real Friends came on, and for some reason, during their set, like, I got the worst back pain, and then like, it traveled up into my throat. And you know how like when you're gonna cry and you get that hard feeling in your throat? I got that so bad that it actually made me cry. Like hardcore bawling. And the awkward thing was, it was like during one of their sad songs or like meaningful songs to people. So I'm like bawling out of pain. And like my boyfriend didn't even notice, which was the weird thing. Probably because there was so much going on, so I kind of don't blame him, And they finished playing, and like I probably cried like 2 different times during their set because I was in so much pain. Well, then at the end of their set, after they got off stage, I started crying again because my freaking throat and my back was just killing me. Like, it was everything I could do to bear it. Well, then my boyfriend gets one of my favorite security guards ever, named Paul, gets him. He comes over, gives me the 2 water bottles, no big deal. And I just downed them, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, and then I felt fine. Well, then Mayday Parade came on, and they did freaking amazing. Like, I just couldn't even believe it. Like, they always do really good, though, so it didn't surprise me too much. But yeah, they played, and like, I heard a couple songs for the first time, reminisced on some old ones that I hadn't heard in a while. Always had the classics to like jam out to, and my boyfriend was always, was really into them too, so of course I had those moments with him. And got to hear some new songs, and I think the cool thing too was like Ghosts wasn't on the playlist, and then they played it, and yeah, it was an amazing show, most definitely. And this video is definitely shorter than I thought it would be, but it's really short, so that's good. So my next video is going to be my last video for a while. It's going to be the Christmas Vacation Tour. I hope you check it out. And that one shouldn't be too long either, because it's going to be about the same length as this one, because there was a short meet and greet with them too. But, yeah, so hope you guys watch that one too.